Yo, what's going on, guys? Poizesto back with some more One Piece. Gonna be doing a quick tips video. Now, these tips aren't gonna be your generic tips that are like, play through story mode, use the right captains, etc. etc. These are some more slightly advanced tips that will really help propel your account and make you a little bit more efficient in your OPTC gameplay. Okay, so first up we have the crew log, and crew management is very easy in this game, especially with this whole voyage log system that was added. Essentially what the crew log lets you do excuse me, voyage log is the Pokédex, but yeah, crew log, excuse me, essentially lets you save a team that you've made, and it will go ahead and save the team in this log here for you to go ahead and load or even delete. Now, I would highly recommend anytime you make a new team, whether it's time specific content, whether it's certain team for certain raids or your dailies, 100% recommend it for your dailies and your turtle time team, because having access to that at any moment is always super good. Normally the first thing I do when I log on into the game is go ahead and go to my dupe drop team, which is this team right here, and I obviously use a friend captain buggy. Makes it super quick to make my team because I obviously don't have to even make it. Run the daily island, the tome island and the potion island, and then when I'm done with that, go ahead and switch to whatever team I need to go ahead and use. So yeah, definitely guys, use the voyage log. I don't see enough people using it. Very good feature in the game. Okay, next up we have the power of turtle time, guys. Turtle time is one of those islands that is always there, but a lot of people don't really exploit it that much. And turtle time is really good for two reasons. One of the quickest ways, probably is the easiest way to really grind a bunch of EXP. Definitely much easier to level up when we do have that 3 times ship. Makes it super easy to gain levels. It pretty much made player level almost a trivial thing nowadays, because most people have just grinded Turtle Island to go ahead and just level up their player level a bunch. So it kind of made player level not that important anymore, but obviously grinding player level is super good because you're increasing your natural stamina. That's also a very good thing for your account. And as you can see, I also have here easy money. Now the main reason this is easy money is that you can actually go ahead and sell these elder turtles, the ones that I'm dropping here, and you can actually make a decent amount of money. So money is actually a pretty important thing in the game, because nowadays with a lot of units you always kind of want to limit break them straight away, and doing that will cost you a lot of money. So not having a lot of money means that you won't be able to limit break as many units as you would if you did have enough money. So we went ahead and cleared that, and now we are gonna go ahead and sell a bunch of those turtles. Unfortunately, I already tried to record this and I had like 87 turtles earlier, but I already sold all of those, unfortunately. But as you can see, you make a lot of gains from just selling even 8 here. Like, this is such an easy way to get a large amount of berries. If you're ever mad low on berries, this is probably the way to farm it. Forget doing the berry island and just farm turtle island with EXP captains and sell your elder turtles. Because in all honesty, like, we get so many evolution not evolution material, so many power up material, like these lobsters, and there's time specific events that give us a bunch of different things to level up our characters, such as these, what even are these ice, these shaved ice cream things. We just have a bunch of different ways to level up our units. Now turtles really aren't the main way, and because of that you can just go ahead and sell them. But obviously if you do need the EXP, if you're somewhat more of a new player, you should obviously take that into account and go ahead and not definitely don't sell your turtles if you need it for EXP. But this is just one of the ways to get a lot of berries and level up your account very quickly. Okay, so we are still in the box. The box is one of the most important places. You're gonna be here a lot, and it's very important that you kind of keep it clean. We're gonna be talking about that box economy. So I've actually written it at the bottom here, but definitely guys, always use your filters. You know, we have this feature now, and it makes it so much easier to sort out our box, get acquainted with all the different filters that you have. For example, I bet some of you guys never used this character one, but it will sort by like straw hats. So look, Luffy's right at the top, so if you ever need a Luffy character, you can just sort by character here, and all my Luffys are right at the top. You know, you got your Zoro, you got your Nami, you got Usopp here. As you can see, it sorts by like the straw hats right away, so get accustomed with some of these different filters that you may not actually use. A good one as well is like special charge time, in conjunction with the whole special filters on top of that. It makes it so easy to sort out what units you need. Like that team I made earlier with Neptune with the carrot as a sub, the reason she's on there is because I knew for a fact that she's one of my fastest characters I have in my box, and does a damage dealing special, and she has the shortest cooldown of 6. And obviously I can't use Law because I'm already using him on my team with the strength Law. So yeah, definitely use your filters, guys. It's gonna help you so much in building teams quicker, and you know, not spending so much time in your character box, because I know it can get kind of annoying for some people managing their character box, but just try and use the filters and get accustomed to them as much as you can. So on that point about filters, we are here with all my pigs ready, cotton candied up, ready for that plus 300 to come to global now. We still haven't got it yet, but guys, definitely start, if you haven't already, start saving your cotton candies. And it's very important that you feed them in this way, because feeding them to the pigs not only is more cost efficient, because for those of you who don't know, the higher level the unit you I guess let me demonstrate it for you guys. So let's see if we can find a level 1 unit for you guys. So I'm gonna get rid of that sorting feature and go all the way to the bottom. All of these guys are max level. So look at this, we have this level 1 Sabo here, right? So everything I feed is gonna cost 100 berries, right? It doesn't matter what it is, 100 berries for each thing. So I've leveled, so let's say potentially I use these books and I level them up, because I'm not, it's only gonna cost me 1,000, right? However, when anyone, you know, levels up and gets more higher in level, for example, let's get past the level 1s, maybe even a level 5, just to show you the difference. I believe level 5 is like 3,500. So yeah, look, we've got a rare recruit Barker right here. One of these things is only, yeah, it's 500 now. So you're increasing the cost by 5 times per 5 levels. So it's like, if you're feeding cotton candy one by one, when you're in the 90s and above, you're using so many berries to level up your units. So by feeding them to the pigs, who are already max and don't actually require that much berries to level up, you essentially will save a lot of your berries. And this is very good, because what it means is you can have enough money to allow you to limit break your units. Now limit breaking is more of a mid to high level concept. You don't really need to worry about it now, but I would highly recommend to start saving your berries, because when you get later on in the game, you're going to be limit breaking a bunch of units, you're going to be limit breaking your legends, you're going to be keying your legends, and all of that is going to cost berries. So definitely do it this way. It's more cost effective. And honestly, I hate seeing like plus 97 legends and stuff like that. It kind of just triggers me. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, right, chat? Do not be that guy. Okay guys, the last and final tip I'm going to be talking about is the power of reset. Now, resetting is one of those OG things that we used to have to do a lot back in the day, but it's not really needed as much nowadays, just due to how good a lot of the unit specials are. The main reason you're going to be resetting nowadays is mainly your special order. This team in particular, I bought a bunch of units that have like stacking specials. This is going to be very common in game modes like Kizuna, for example, where you roll a lot of different damage dealers, units that do sometimes similar things. So it's going to be very important to understand about your special order. So if you guys didn't know already by now, whenever you reset the game, you go ahead and actually start your turn right over to where it began. So this is very nice for certain things when, for example, say you didn't pop your specials in the right order, or you know did things in the wrong way, it literally puts you right back at the start, and it's actually a very very useful technique for that main reason. The next thing that it also allows you to do is manipulate RNG. Now, this is one of the reasons why I was saying it was used a lot back in the day, because back in the day we didn't really have that many orb manipulators, we didn't really have that many units that could remove lots of tons of different debuffs. So for us, a lot of the time we used to have to like reset our game a lot to try and get things like matching orbs, or say for example, one of the one of the main ones I remember off the top of my head quite vividly is, for example, Raid Kuma would blow away one of your bottom two units. So essentially, because we didn't have that many units with good specials, only, you know, you actually needed one of those bottom units to even do enough damage to kill Raid Kuma, for example. So essentially what you'd have to do is, if he did chain lock the one that you needed, you would have to quickly restart your game so that you'd have another go at the chain lock. So that's just one example. This Garb challenge I'm running right now will also give you guys a very good example of how it works in terms of specials. So on this team, I specifically brought this team because we have a lot of units that do the same thing almost. We've brought Judge, who's a color affinity booster. He's a 2x booster instead of Cracker's 1.75. And then we have Luffy, who gives himself a conditional attack boost, as you can see, or a partial attack boost right here, whilst also having Frankie, who is also our own attack booster. I honestly shouldn't have switched Luffy there, because now essentially I'm not going to be able to showcase this that effectively. Ignore the koi ship, it really doesn't matter for this. Like this Garb challenge is super easy if you just bring Kaido. You don't even need to worry about the defense up. But here's the key thing to take away from this section. So we have Cracker, who's a color affinity booster. Now obviously I want to use Judge's special, as he is a larger booster. Now say for example I pop Cracker by accident, and you know, for whatever reason I did that by accident. Now I've only got Cracker's color affinity booster, which isn't as high, and say I've actually switched my Luffy and I've given him the partial attack boost. Now that means that Frankie can't actually give me the attack boost, the 2x attack boost that he would have. Instead, Luffy is the one that gave himself the attack boost only for himself. So what you can do is you can just literally restart the game. As you can see, I've reset my game, and look at where we are at. We're literally right back at the start of the turn, like nothing happened. Now keep in mind, if you want to do this, you have to make sure that the opponent's turn has not concluded if you're trying to do it for manipulating some form of RNG. For example, say you need to manipulate your orbs and get good orbs. For example, you need like good orb chance for whatever reason. If you do that by the time your turn has started, your reset won't actually be effective. Certain things you have to time specifically so that it doesn't happen by the time you go to attack. If you leave it too late and they've done the animation and it's your turn to attack and your characters are waiting to attack like this, then you may have done it too late. But nowadays you don't really need to do it that much, because the specials we have are just way too good. So the main reason you're going to be resetting honestly is just your special order. So now this time we're going to pop our did I call him Jack earlier? I probably did. We're going to pop our Jack our Judge. Oh my god, can I speak? We're going to pop our Judge first, then our Cracker. He still does give us a chain lock, by the way, which is nice. She's here for whatever reason, I really do not know. Cody Jones for the I'm just memeing at this point, by the way. But yeah, Kaido for the HP cut, Luffy for the orb boost, and honestly, even with the koi ship, I don't even know why I have the koi ship on here, but I do. Even with that really bad attack boost from it, with the chain lock, with the chain boost, we should definitely be able to kill here, I reckon, because Kaido should be able to kill all of these guys, and that's a GG. So that's a very useful thing to know about the power of resetting. There is one more thing that you can use it for, but it's not on here. Think of this as like a little hidden tip. Because I've just reset my game, I also do go ahead and reset my friend captains. So for example, earlier, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a clip of this, but I didn't have that many Kaido friends ready. But now that I've reset my game, and if I go ahead and look for my Kaido friends, a lot of them should have popped up now. So this isn't really that useful for global, which is why I haven't put it on here, but it can be useful for JP players. If you have a lot of friends on your friends list, if you reset your game, you can go ahead and actually find your friends again. So yeah, my Kaido list wasn't this heavy, but now that I've reset my game, more of them have appeared. Now this pretty much works based on when they've reset themselves, so both of you need to have reset for both of you guys to be on each other's friends list. So keep that in mind. It's not like always automatic. You sometimes have to do a few resets, or hope that your friend also is resetting. This can be very useful during things like treasure map, where you have treasure map boosters, because a lot of the guest characters, for example, let me show you here if I can find my guest Luffy. A lot of the guest units do not have or they call it support captains. They don't have max special, they don't have sockets, so using friends is always better. always better. So that's like a little slight hidden one that some of you guys may not know, but it's not really that applicable to global, since we do have the replay adventure mechanic. But for certain game modes, like I said, treasure map specifically, I would say it can come in clutch. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. This was the first time me trying to do that style. I had the things on the right side, giving you guys all the information. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. I might do more of these. I really do enjoy live commentaries because it lets me kind of explain what's going on in real time. I think they're much easier to do other than post, but maybe I should start doing some post commentary kind of videos, breaking down some like raids and Fortnites, for example. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, it would mean a lot. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy. Poizesto signing out, guys.